Valko promotional video at a mall. They actually just bought that screen real estate just to play Valko trailer on repeat. So the monthly revenue for July just came out, and things are very interesting. So there are a few things to talk about, but I'm not gonna go one by one. And first, we just look at the top three, and y'all already know Star Rail and Zenless Zone Zero. This time, I feel like they finally got like all top three Hoyoverse games in like the correct order even. And if you look at the color of the numbers, it's all green, except for Wuthering Waves, which I don't know what really happened over there. I think it might be because like Wuthering Waves just had their Lucy anniversary and all their popular characters, and right now it's not as popular as before. Still good, but not peak like previously. And you know, Genshin is number one. I think this is because of Sandrone. You know, people say that the patch right before the newest region, the latest region, might be like bad. But Sandrone is a Fatui Harbinger and still very popular. And Genshin is about to get even more crazy with the next region, Shinesnaya, just coming around in like less than 2 weeks, I think. So, you know, with my prediction, I already forgot what I predicted last month, but like for my prediction for next month, this is going to be number one again, like always, probably. And before I get into Star Rails and Zenless and the other games, we'll go look at our main game, the main game of this channel, Arknight's Endfield. And so far, not looking too good. Not terrible, but not good. It's ranked number 18. But what's interesting is that the revenue is more or less the same. The revenue decrease is literally only $1,000. That's the smallest difference of all time. So last month and this month is roughly the same. And if you remember, what was the banner? Current banner is Arcane, right? Last banner was like Mifu and Camille, I think, in June. Camille was in like the late June. So July was mostly Camille and Arcane. And like previously, it was probably like Zhongfengyi and Mifu. So Arcane and Camille did pretty good. I do feel that Arcane and Camille are very popular characters. I just think that the game kind of had a massive drop-off of player base, and they didn't recover that much in time. There are a lot of people returning to play for Camille and Arcane, but I just think the game kind of like dropped too much casual players and it's now suffering a bit. But I do have hope that it will recover in time. And before I talk about the elephant in the room, I'll save that for last. But next up, I'll talk about NTE for a bit. There's not much to say other than it's right above Love and Deepspace. It actually beat Love and Deepspace somehow. But still an overall net negative from 13 million to 10 million. I think for July, it was mostly Shinku. Shinku is quite popular, but not like crazy popular. Not very mainstream. Some people say that she's weak without like duplicates, awakenings, and ultimate makes the character look worse. And if you remember the character before Shinku, it was actually Chaos, and Chaos was not bad, but they say that the revenue was not going crazy with it. It probably has to do with like the game like target audience and like demographic. I think this was probably the bigger numbers was probably from Lacrimosa. Lacrimosa is just very popular, probably one of the most popular characters in the game. And then Chaos was probably not that crazy. Shinku was like definitely like above like Chaos for this game. And then they just dropped Eroy like a few days ago. So NT doing good, but not doing too good. Not feel like they're in like a little like steady decline. But don't worry, for any of you NTE fans, I will be coming back to the game when Zanko and EXE drops. That is guaranteed. I already have enough pull save up for them. It's just that I'm not very interested in Eroy or Shinku. That's why I haven't been making videos on the game so far. But enough about NTE. Let's look at the other first. Let's just go back to the top three. Honkai Star Rail is number 2. And Honkai Star Rail, if you look at their revenue increase, I think they're going crazy. From like 28 million to like 40 million. And I think you already know what happened. I think there was like Gilgamesh, there's Rin Tosaka, there's Himeko Nova, there's... I guess Gilgamesh is free, so I don't think anyone is really pulling for him. Unless they're going for his Eidolons. And I think most people already have Saber and Archer. So as you guys already know, Rin Tosaka, super popular. Himeko Nova, surprisingly, I don't think she's very popular. I do really like Himeko. But I didn't roll for Himeko Nova. But Himeko Nova animations is really cool. I think I just want to save for like the summer skin for like Robin and Aventurine that's coming out soon. That's why I haven't been rolling much on Honkai Star Rail. So Honkai Star Rail, major collab equals major bag alert. And Zenless Zone Zero and Zenless Zone Zero increase is even more ridiculous. From 9 million to 35 million. That's like one whole figure above. And if you look at the icon, Zenless Zone Zero has the little anniversary icon saying second. And you already know what this is, even if you don't play Zenless Zone Zero. New pink hair girl, new Void Hunter equals people pulling. And I think it's also new region, right? Yeah, Zenless is going crazy right now. I haven't had the time to really go back to playing Zenless, but I think now it's a good time to go check it out. Probably a lot of like really good rewards too. I'm not very attracted to the latest Void Hunter, to be honest. I did roll for like the previous one. I rolled for Yeshun Guang. Zenless Zone Zero does have a lot of like really good characters I like. You know, Hugo, Miyabi, Yanagi, Haramasa, Yeshun Guang. They're just very hit or miss with their characters. If you look at their like character revenue, all the Void Hunter is like astronomically high, and all the other characters is at the bottom. Not just male characters. Some people say, oh, the male characters are never sell at all. It's also like the normal average characters. They're also at the bottom too. Okay, after talking about the top three, I guess what's surprising is that Nikkei is even higher than Wuthering Wave, so that's crazy. There's also the new game, Hololive Dreams. Doing pretty good. I don't play it, but a lot of my friends play it. A really good start, 17 million. OG Arknights is also pretty good. Actually above Endfield. So maybe the whole point of Endfield is to just promote OG Arknights. Maybe that's the whole master plan. Okay, after all that, now it's time to talk about the major news, the breaking news. Love and Deepspace. Last month, it was number 1. This month, it's number 16, down from 15. Now let's look at the red number. From 38 million to 10 million. Also keep in mind that Love and Deepspace is like mobile only, so other games still have like PC or console. Lats is just mobile, so that's a pretty bad sign. Now I won't talk too much about the controversy since I'm not in the fandom, but I will show you guys some nice things that I saw in real life. A lot of times these online drama, they kind of just stay online. They don't really like affect real life. But you know, the past month, I've been seeing some like Valko support material in real life. Like I'll show y'all. Here's a picture of a con that I went to, and it had people. There's people on the writing wall talking about bringing back Valko. And I also saw this Valko promotional video at a mall. It was just playing the Valko trailer. It didn't say anything like bring back Valko. And obviously this was after Endfield has canceled Valko, so it's definitely not Endfield sponsoring the video by themselves. It's definitely from like a fan. They actually just bought that screen real estate just to play Valko trailer on repeat. It wasn't for too long. I think that was like one or 2 weeks after Valko got canceled, and it didn't play it forever. But it is definitely crazy that people just spend money on putting Valko promotional video at a local mall. So why did I show y'all this? Just in case for y'all Valko supporters. I wasn't very sure if people at my region was supportive of Valko. I got a bit worried sometimes. I thought the people at my region might be like against Valko, but that seems to be not the case. I think the tide is kind of turning. There's a lot of hope. Even in offline world, the real life world, you can still see so much like Valko supporters. It's not limited to just like Twitter or online space. And one more thing I have to say, that this drama is going on for quite a long time. It's not like 1 or 2 days as like a news. It was basically every day. On Twitter, I just see Valko posts every day. And like recently, Baby No Money also just made like a ton of videos supporting Valko, which is actually kind of crazy. And regardless of whether people want Valko or don't want Valko, I'll support the players either way. But now it seems very clear that majority of the people do want Valko. So there's that. I do also like to think that just in case in a nightmare scenario, just imagine if Valko just never comes out. They never like bring Valko back. Imagine how would people think about the game like maybe like 1 year from now. People remember, hey, last year there was like a canceled character. And like previously in like July 29th or like a few days ago, there was like a common consensus that Info will bring back Valko because it's been like 20 days. It's like the 9th. Maybe they think that enough people have voiced out their opinion that they want Valko back. And maybe they're going to bring him back like maybe 1 or 2 months. There's just like so many people, so many protests, so many signatures asking to bring back Valko. But the company just chose to listen to some extremist minority. So my guess is that they're either going to like bring back Valko like in a few days from now or like next month, maybe like 1 or 2 months. And other than that, it might be like some people even say that even the government has support for Valko. But other than that, in like worst case scenario, they just erase Valko, they delete Valko. He just never comes out, and his soul just haunts the game for the rest of their life, and he just never comes back. And then like every month, and then the revenue just goes down, just like here in this Gacha revenue chart. My guess is that more and more people would just leave the game for anything else. I recommend they come to Genshin. It's looking really good for Genshin right now. Next region, the Snezhnaya, there's a lot of gender diversity. There's a lot of male characters, female characters. All the character looks very unique and well designed, not like generic anime characters. I actually really like the Snezhnayan characters. It's a really good time to be a Genshin fan. That's all I have to say. And other than that, there's one more okay option, and that's Silver Palace. People say that game is looking pretty good. You can hold hands with male characters. It's not like NTE with some bizarre rule of no male character and female character in your apartment. So keep an eye out for Silver Palace. And that's all there is for today. I know there's a whole lot of games here, but I'll just talk about what other people care about. Let me know in the comments what y'all think about this gacha revenue. I know most of y'all are like Endfield viewers. Y'all will care about Endfield, or maybe you want to talk about Genshin, Hoyoverse, or Valko. Let's leave a comment down below what y'all think. And for Endfield, let's just go for my final prediction. So next Endfield banner is going to be Lino and Si. I predict Endfield is not going to improve by much. Maybe a slight improvement from their revenue, but not massive improvement. So I don't have very high expectations for Endfield. I think it may be a small increase, like increase by 1 or something. Let me know in the comments what your prediction is, and I'll see you all in the next video.